श्रीमान लॉरेंस स्कूल के समान कार्ड निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर है।
Good morning, everyone. The chief guest, Major General R.K. Suresh, Instructor, has just arrived and is being ceremoniously received. I, on behalf of the Lawrence School London, extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. I invite our chief guest, Major General R.K. Suresh, Instructor, to hoist the national flag.
Salute! Up! 1, 2.
सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. Good morning to the respected chief guest, headmaster, deputy headmaster, bursar, teachers and my fellow Laurentians. It is with profound respect and solemn pride that we assemble here today to commemorate the momentous occasion of our country's Independence Day. This day stands as a testament to the extraordinary sacrifices and unwavering determination of our forefathers who aspired for a sovereign nation. As Bal Gangadhar Tilak emphatically proclaimed, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. A clarion call that galvanized an entire nation towards freedom and self-governance. Independence signifies far more than the ends of colonial rule. It embodies the ideas of liberty, justice and equality that form the very foundation of our democratic republic. In the present era, marked by rapid changes and complex challenges, the celebration of this day acquires even greater significance. It urges us to renew our commitment to the values enshrined in our Constitution and to strive tirelessly for the progress and unity of our beloved country.
Today, we stand free because of the unyielding spirit of those who gave their all for our nation. Their sacrifices echo in every heartbeat of this proud and sovereign India. As we honor their legacy on this Independence Day, I invite Adrika of class 11 to present her speech and share her thoughts on this auspicious occasion.
Honorable Chief Guest, respected Headmaster, Deputy Headmaster, bursar, teachers, and my dear fellow Laurentians. Good morning. ஆடுவோமே பல பாடுவோமே ஆனந்த சுதந்திரம் அடைந்து விட்டோம் இன்று. ஆடுவோமே பல பாடுவோமே என்ற மகாகவி பாரதியின் பாதங்களை அடிவணங்கி அனைவருக்கும் சுதந்திர தின நல்வாழ்த்துக்களை கூறுகிறேன். आप सबको स्वतंत्र दिवस की शुभकामनाएं. Happy Independence Day to one and all present here. Today, we are all here to acknowledge our privilege of being born in a free India and to celebrate the 78th Independence Day of our nation. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, "A nation's strength lies not in its wealth or weapons, but in the character of its people." Today, as we celebrate 78 years of India's independence, we do more than just remember history. We honor the strength of a nation that refuses to be defined by its struggles alone, but by its resilience, progress, and vision. So let us begin with the story that brought us here. India's fight for freedom is a saga that saw the rise of many heroes and heroines. Ordinary, everyday human beings who rose beyond the ordinary and through their tireless exertions and passionate concern for their fellow human beings, took up the struggle for freedom. India's freedom struggle was not just a single moment. It was a century-long epic of resistance and sacrifice. From the revolt of 1857, where fearless leaders like Rani Lakshmi Bai and Mangal Pandey ignited the first sparks of rebellion, to the mass movements led by Mahatma Gandhi and the ultimate sacrifices of Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Our road to freedom was paved with unmatched courage and unity. Then came that defining moment. 15th August 1947, at the stroke of midnight, Jawaharlal Nehru stood in the Constituent Assembly and declared, "At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the whole world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom." And awake we did, not just to freedom, but to a new purpose, to build a strong, inclusive, and self-reliant nation. Today, in 2025, we proudly say, India doesn't just dream, we deliver. We became the first country to land on the moon's south pole with Chandrayaan-3. Our Gaganyaan mission is set to send Indian astronauts into space from Indian soil. Through Digital India's villages have become connected communities. We are now leaders in AI, renewable energy and space research, and we speak on the world stage with strength, clarity and diplomacy. And when tested, we respond with conviction. In May, following a terrorist attack in Kashmir, India launched Operation Sindoor. In just 25 minutes, 9 terrorist camps were neutralized. The message was clear. India will not bend. India will not break. This is the India our freedom fighters dreamed of. Not just surviving, but leading. Yet, our journey is far from over. True independence means a child in every school, a woman safe on every street, and a nation that safeguards its democracy, diversity, and environment. And who will shape this future? We will. Not tomorrow, today. With every honest act, every responsible choice, every voice raised for what is right. As students of the Lawrence School, Lovedale, we are blessed with opportunity. But with privilege comes responsibility. To give back to the nation that gave us this life. So let's not celebrate Independence Days with only songs and speeches. Let's live it in our actions, in our values, in our everyday lives. If we are to comprehend the value of the freedom that we enjoy today, we must learn to live beyond the history textbooks and empathize with the freedom fighters who selflessly fought for our freedom. Only then will we value our sovereignty as a nation and strive to stay united. This alone would be our greatest service to India. If we learn to respect the freedom accorded to us today, half of our mission will be accomplished. If freedom has to ring, let it ring from the hearts of the compassionate people. Let it ring within our souls, minds, and hearts. Let it ring and bring all of us, Indians, closer than ever. When that happens, freedom will ring from the vastness of the Himalayas to the Great Plains, to the softness of the sea sands of the Cape, and across the entire world. Let freedom ring! No amount of happiness or money can give us the happiness that freedom does. With freedom in mind, strength in the words, and pride in our hearts, let us salute our nation. This is my land, my mother, my pride. Her name in my heart will forever reside. With courage and truth may her children arise, to build new dawn under bright blue skies. Vive la Inde, Jai Bharat.
थैंक यू अधिका। रुधिर से सींची थी धरती, यह ऋण अभी शेष है। स्वत्व का क्या मूल्य चुकाया, यह प्रश्न विशेष है। मुक्ति नहीं केवल उत्सव, यह व्रत महान है। हर अश्रु, हर श्वास में राष्ट्र का सम्मान है। I now invite Shrida Devangin of class 9 to deliver her speech in Hindi.
माननीय मुख्य अतिथि महोदय, आदरणीय प्रधानाचार्य महोदय, समस्त शिक्षकगण और मेरे प्यारे साथियों, आप सभी को स्वतंत्रता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। आज स्वतंत्रता दिवस के शुभ अवसर पर मैं कहना चाहती हूँ कि हम कौन थे, क्या हो गए हैं और क्या होंगे अभी। आओ विचारे आज मिलकर ये समस्याएं सभी, स्वराज्य के निर्माण में हम कर सके कुछ योग दो, यह जीवन सफल हो, देश को हम दे सके कुछ भोग दो। हम आज जिस खुले स्वतंत्र वातावरण में सांस ले रहे हैं, वह केवल और केवल उन अनगिनत वीरों की कुर्बानी का परिणाम है, जिन्होंने हंसते हंसते अपना जीवन मातृभूमि के लिए समर्पित कर दिया। भगत सिंह, चंद्रशेखर आजाद, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस, रानी लक्ष्मीबाई और हजारों अन्य अज्ञात नायकों को हम शत शत नमन करते हैं। 15 अगस्त 1947 को भारत आजाद हुआ। यह सिर्फ एक तारीख नहीं है, बल्कि एक पूरी सभ्यता के आत्मसम्मान की पुनर्स्थापना का दिन है। आजादी का मतलब केवल अंग्रेजों से मुक्ति नहीं, बल्कि अपने विचार, अपने धर्म, अपनी संस्कृति और अपने भविष्य को चुनने का अधिकार है। पिछले 79 वर्षों में भारत ने हर क्षेत्र में अभूतपूर्व प्रगति की है। विज्ञान में चंद्रयान और मंगलयान जैसे मिशन, डिजिटल इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया और स्टार्टअप इंडिया जैसे क्रांतिकारी कार्यक्रम, कृषि, स्वास्थ्य और शिक्षा में निरंतर सुधार, दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था का सफल संचालन। आज भारत न केवल विकासशील देश है, बल्कि विश्व को दिशा देने वाला अग्रणी राष्ट्र बन रहा है। लेकिन हर कहानी में कुछ चुनौतियां भी होती है। गरीबी, बेरोजगारी, भ्रष्टाचार, प्रदूषण और असमानता, ये समस्याएं आज भी हमारे सामने हैं। समाधान तभी संभव है जब हम सिर्फ सरकार पर निर्भर न रहकर स्वयं भी जागरूक नागरिक बने। देशभक्ति केवल तिरंगा फहराने या गीत गाने तक सीमित नहीं होनी चाहिए। यह तो एक सतत भावना है। नियमों का पालन करना, देश की एकता को बनाए रखना और समाज में समरसता लाना, यही सच्ची देशभक्ति है। हर नागरिक, चाहे वह छात्र हो, किसान हो, सैनिक हो या वैज्ञानिक, राष्ट्र निर्माण में उसकी भूमिका अनमोल है। अगर हर व्यक्ति अपना काम ईमानदारी से करे, तो भारत को विश्व गुरु बनने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता। अंत में आइए हम सभी संकल्प लें कि हम अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन करेंगे, कि हम अपनी देश की अखंडता और गौरव को बनाए रखेंगे और भारत को एक सशक्त, समृद्ध और आत्मनिर्भर राष्ट्र बनाएंगे। आज इस मंच से मैं आप सभी का आह्वान करते हुए कहना चाहती हूँ कि यदि है देश प्रेम का भाव हृदय में, यदि है देश प्रेम का भाव हृदय में, तो वीर बनो, रणधीर बनो। वीरता नहीं झलकती केवल, वीरता नहीं झलकती केवल तलवारों की झंकारों में, बलिदानों की ज्वाला में भी, बलिदानों की ज्वाला में भी नव भारत है आकारों में, नव भारत है आकारों में। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Sridhar. When we raise our flag and sing our anthem, we're not just celebrating freedom. We're honoring those who fought not just for themselves, but for the future of every single citizen of this land, so that we may live in peace and dignity. The school choir, guided by Mr. Edwin Manoharan, will now present a patriotic song.
है Choir, I now invite our headmaster, Mr. D.V.S. Rao, to introduce the chief guest and address the gathering.
That was lovely singing, and the talk in English and Hindi is commendable, and those words were very strong. It's not a speech alone which is heard once, but that should be the essence of our lives. On this beautiful morning, bathed in the freshness of the air of freedom and of course the divine blessings that is the drizzle, I cannot help but feel that no one captures the essence of freedom quite like Nelson Mandela. To quote Mandela, he says, "To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others." Unquote. Reminding us that true liberty, true freedom flourishes only when shared and protected for all. Every individual deserves the gift of freedom. Liberty is an inherent, innate, and natural right that cannot be taken away or questioned, for we are born free. This fundamental right is vital to our humanity as it provides us with the fullness of life itself. Happy morning, respected Chief Guest Major General R.K. Suresh, Shaurya Chakra and Bar Sena Medal, Madam, Deputy Headmaster, Bursar, members of the staff and support staff, and my dear students. It gives me immense joy and fills my heart with profound happiness to welcome you to this momentous occasion as we celebrate one more year of independence. We must know more about the sacrifices of the noble souls who dedicated their lives to the pursuit of an independent India. Their stories inspire in us a true spirit of nationalism, love of our country and fellow citizens, and the determination to build a strong and prosperous nation. Today, I shall speak about a boy who was hanged to death at the tender age of 18, a fate truly horrifying, yet a testament to his extraordinary courage. Khudiram Bose was a young Indian revolutionary who played a remarkable role in the freedom struggle against British colonial rule. Born in 1889 in the Midnapur district of Bengal, he was deeply inspired by the words of leaders like Sri Aurobindo and Sister Nivedita. Life was not easy for him. He lost both parents at a young age and was brought up by his elder sister. At just 15, he joined the Anushilan Samiti, a revolutionary organization that believed in armed resistance against the British. He took part in protests, distributed anti-colonial literature, and even learned bomb-making skills he later used in attempts to strike at British officials. The Muzaffarpur bombing case in Bihar. In 1908, Khudiram Bose and his associate Prafulla Chaki were assigned to assassinate Douglas Kingsford, a British magistrate infamous for his harsh punishments to nationalists. Initially, they planned to attack him in court, but later decided to strike outside to avoid civilian casualties. On April 13, 1908, they threw a bomb at a carriage they believed carried Kingsford. Tragically, it was instead carrying the wife and daughter of Barrister Pringle Kennedy, both of whom were killed. Following this incident, Bose was arrested while Chaki took his own life to avoid capture. His trial began on 21st May 1908 and despite the valiant efforts of his defense lawyers, he was sentenced to death on 13th July 1908. On 11th August 1908, the 18-year-old Khudiram Bose walked to the gallows with a smile on his face. His last words, "Vande Mataram," were not just a farewell, but a fearless proclamation of his love for his motherland. Dear students, and all who are gathered here today, let us pledge to live lives worthy of the sacrifices made by Khudiram Bose and the countless other men and women, young and old, who gave up their lives for the freedom of our nation. Let us honor their legacy, not just in words, but in the way we live, work, and serve our country. May our actions resound with courage and the determination these great men and women of character embodied, inspiring us to strive for a future worthy for their noble sacrifices. Let us build an India that will serve as a guiding light for the entire world. Jai Hind. Now, I would like to thank MRC Wellington and DSSC Wellington for one great reason. Independence Day and Republic Day cannot be celebrated better without their guidance. And this is for this reason we invite senior officers of the armed forces such that their presence guides us to celebrate such occasions in the most appropriate manner. Thank you so much for coming here, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. I now introduce our chief guest to the gathering. Major General R.K. Suresh, Shaurya Chakra and Bar, Sena Medal, is an infantry officer of June 1991 batch, an alumnus of Indian Military Academy. He graduated from Osmania University in 1986, has a postgraduate degree from Madras University and MPhil from Devi Ahilyabai University, Indore. He has served in various barbaric terrain and operational environments. Beside counter-insurgency operations in Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir, the officer has participated in Operation Vijay in Tutuk sector in 1999 and has vast experience on the line of control and the deserts. The general officer has served as an instructor in National Defence Academy, Khadakwalsa, and directing staff in Defence Services Staff College, Wellington. He has had international exposures in Indian military training team in Bhutan and United Nations mission in Sudan. He has tenanted staff tenures in military operations, operational logistics, information warfare, procurement directorates, and in overseeing operations in Army Command Headquarters. The officer commanded his parent unit 11th Battalion, the Rajputana Rifles, in the semi-desert sector, Kashmir Valley and Sudan, an infantry brigade on the line of control, and an infantry division in the desert sector. The general officer is a recipient of Shaurya Chakra and Bar to Shaurya Chakra for acts of gallantry in counter-insurgency operations in 1993 and 1994, and Sena Medal for the distinguished service in 2024. Major General R.K. Suresh, Shaurya Chakra Bar and Sena Medal, is presently posted as Chief Instructor Army at DSSC Wellington. Welcome you once again, sir. I also take this opportunity to introduce all of you to Madam, and even she has a, she is a multifaceted personality, I can say that. Mrs. Radhika Radhakrishnan is a qualified company secretary and corporate lawyer with a postgraduate diploma in human resource management, specializing in industrial and labor laws. She is also a qualified chartered career analyst and a family coach. She brings a diverse professional background spanning over 17 years in the corporate as well as education sector, having worked with prominent organizations such as Nestle, Mahayatra and Time Life. Her corporate expertise is complemented by her work in the development sector, including a 3.5-year tenure with the DLF Foundation as a project manager and CSR initiatives. Her academic contributions include serving as a visiting faculty at Symbiosis International University, Pune, where she has been actively involved in the student interactions and evaluation panels. She has also worked with Translation Panacea, a publishing house, as an academic content writer with a focus on school curriculum. Mrs. Radhika also has extensive experience in education and training. She served as a senior English language trainer for over 2 years, where her strong command of the language and innovative teaching techniques created engaging and impactful learning environments. Since 2017, she has been associated with teachers training and English enhancement workshops. Mrs. Radhika presently engaged with the Prime Minister's Skill India program, where she is counseling underprivileged children and parents at Manesar, Haryana. Now, I invite our esteemed chief guest to please come and address the class.
Respected Headmaster, Mr. D.V.S. Rao, Deputy Headmaster, esteemed members of the teaching faculty, and proud students of Lawrence School, Ladakh. Jai Hind. Here's wishing you all a happy Independence Day. It's a fantastic day. At the outset, I must take this opportunity to compliment the school on such a fantastic turnout. To start with the mounted riders, the Guard of Honor, the flag hoisting here, the beautiful, thought-provoking and very inspiring speeches by Adrika and Devangan. And the lot of you that are standing right there out of the raids. We're all very proud of you. Just a word of advice, while you're standing there, you could just shake and move your little toes inside your shoes. It'll keep you standing. So that's the art, that's the trick, I believe, to keep standing still for a while. Fantastic. It's a beautiful day, and I just have a few pieces that I would want to speak to you all about. We are here standing in Ladakh, Lawrence School, a great school. It is churned out such great alumni. You have leaders, business leaders, statesmen, and generals who have passed out of here and are making a mark. In saluting the flag and hoisting it, the tricolor, I think we must reflect on a few of its ideals, the standards that it stands for. Where I am concerned, it stands for the very diversity, the inclusiveness, the pluralism of our society, and the very idea of India. 78 years back, we gained this independence as brought out by the speakers with a lot of sacrifice. And it's our bounden responsibility to ensure that it remains flying high. It's our responsibility to ensure that it keeps flying up there. And we also have a responsibility to ensure the integrity, the sovereignty, and the nationalism that we speak of and that the flag as such stands for. And it's here that I would say that Lawrence School, Lovedale, upholds a whole lot of virtues that are essential to uphold this very ideals. This school here provides you a platform. It provides you a place where you churn out your skills. These very playgrounds, the classrooms, the debating sessions, the boxing ring and the athletics field. These are the places where you make your position. And make no mistake, what you do today here is what is going to dictate where you are going to be in the future. Let me tell you this, a step further, that your battles of the future are going to be won in these very play fields. The tricks of the trade, the tools that are much essential for leadership are the ones that you would take back long after you leave this school and utilize it as a strategy in the choices that you make in the future. So you must be very, very sure of what you're doing here. Use this time very well. Use this time to learn all that there is, jostling with your friends, learning the traits of leadership and learning to win. Having said that, with winning also come losses. But loss is not something which is bad. A loss is something which shows you a mirror as to where you were deficient in that specific aspect of a strategy in the game. Pick that up, use the loss as a springboard, and these are springboards to the successes in future. And mark my words, I say this, whether it's a boxing ring or it's the ground here, you don't surrender. You stay on in the game. The important thing is, I must say this, when your hardest hit is actually when you got to stay in the fight and slug it out. Because you don't know that victory is just around the corner. So no surrender, no giving up whatsoever. So having spoken about the winning, the losses and the leadership, I must then remind you, in all this, who was with you? Who was there by your side? Your friends, your teachers, your parents, this school and this country. This place is about loyalty. It's about integrity and it's about camaraderie. They were with you, right or wrong. You have a responsibility to stay on with them, whether they are right or wrong. We don't leave our dead and the wounded in the battlefields. We carry them along. You know, it's in the bad times that your people and your friends need you, and that's where you ought to be. And this is the true strength of your character when you're there for them. For your country, for your home, for your school, and for your friends. That's important. Boys and girls, we are living in a cusp of a very transformative period in the history of our country. The country is making great strides. It's the fastest growing economy, fourth largest at the moment, as brought out by the good speakers. We are business leaders, leaders in technology, leaders in software, and all of you are going to be going out there and being part of this growth story. From amongst you are going to be the future business leaders. From amongst you are going to be the statesmen, the politicians, and the generals. In all this, what you do, in all the journeys that you make across the seas in the battles that you win out there, whether in the boardrooms or in the battlefields. Remember where you came from. You remember this very top flat, this land. You remember your house, red, green, blue and yellow. And you owe it to them. You must here take a pledge to do all that, to make the country proud, to make the school proud, and get back here as part of your growth story and part of the growth story of the country. I will leave you with that. You must make it count, be the change that you want to see. Wish you all the very best. Have a great day. Happy Independence Day once again, and Jai Hind. Before we leave, can I have a shout out here? When you say behind me, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. That was fantastic, but maybe a little bit of a chorus loss. Can we have that again? How's the Josh here? I didn't hear that. How's the Josh? Jai Hind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful speech. I now call upon the head girl, Anya Ray, to propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Major General R.K. Suresh, Shaurya Chakra, respected Headmaster, Deputy Headmaster, Bursar, esteemed teachers, and my fellow Laurentians. Before I begin, allow me to wish each and every one of you a very happy Independence Day once again. As we draw this memorable celebration to a close, it is my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the Lawrence School. First and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest for gracing this occasion with his presence. We are truly honored by your valuable time and your inspiring words. Your message has reminded us of our duty towards our nation, and we take your words to heart as we strive to be responsible and committed citizens of this great country. On behalf of the entire Lawrence family, I thank you, sir. Next, I would like to express my sincere thanks to our respected headmaster for his unwavering guidance and support in all our endeavors. His leadership continues to shape us into disciplined and responsible individuals. I also take this opportunity to thank our Deputy Headmaster and our bursar, whose constant support behind the scenes play a vital role in the successful organization in events such as this. We are deeply grateful for your contributions. A very special word of thanks goes to our dedicated teachers. Your tireless efforts, both in the classroom and beyond, make every event meaningful and successful. You are the true guiding light in our lives, and we are sincerely thankful for your commitment. I would also like to thank the school band, the equestrian team, and the squad that has given the Guard of Honor. Your performances today added grandeur and pride to the celebrations, and we deeply appreciate the hard work and discipline. The school choir serves a special mention for the melodious and patriotic renditions that truly uplifted the spirit of the event. Your voices added soul to this celebration. Thank you for that. Let us also not forget the support staff, the Annas and Akkas who work tirelessly behind the scenes. You are the unsung heroes of every event, and we are truly thankful for your constant dedication. Lastly, to all my fellow students and everyone involved, thank you for your wholehearted participation and enthusiasm. Together, we have made this celebration a memorable one. Once again, I extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of today's Independence Day program. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today under the sacred sky of our free India, let us pause and reflect. Let us pledge today that we will work not just for ourselves, but for the entire nation. We will stand for peace, we will stand for justice, and we will stand for each other. Every step we take must be one of progress, a progress that respects the sacrifices made by our freedom fighters and ensures that their dreams remain alive in every corner of this great land. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.